We are going to go to Congressman Jim Himes, I believe, who's standing by, Congressman from the 4th Congressional District. Congressman Himes, it's Doobie McDowell. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can, Doobie. How are you?
Hi, good. Nice to see you. What's your sense of how things are happening in the national picture?
Well, I think as we suspected, it could be a long night. It could be a long couple of days. I think the one way in which this would have been over very quickly tonight would have been had Joe Biden won Florida. If that had happened, I think there's probably no path for Donald Trump to win the presidency, but that does not appear to have happened. So, look, we're going to be in for a long night and arguably a couple of days of making sure that every single American who cast a vote has that vote counted. That doesn't mean that we couldn't know results in a couple of hours, but we need to just sort of lock down and understand that in the COVID era, the process of counting votes could take days, and we just need to remember that everybody's vote will be counted. There are laws that determine how that happens. Doesn't matter what anybody else says, whether it's the president or Joe Biden or Jim Himes. Everybody's vote needs to be counted.
You started the year on the Intelligence Committee and the impeachment of Donald Trump. Will you, in the new Congress, will you go back to the Intelligence Committee? And just what do you make of this unbelievable year of events?
Well, we've all lived, 20 years of history in 4 years. I sometimes joke that Monday at lunchtime, we've already had a full week of news. I sense that some of the folks that may be voting for Joe Biden might just be voting for slightly less interesting politics. And I say that with a smile on my face, but, I also hope that, we get back to a world where we can really take great pride in our national leadership and our president, regardless of what party we are, and know that our president is going to try to unite us, try to keep us calm, try to draw us to our best instincts, as Lincoln said, to our better angels. That's my hope for what happens tonight. I just lost the...
That's okay.
That is my hope, but we'll see. As I said, every American is going to have their say through the counting of their vote, and that could take a little while.
Just final question: if you went back in January and you had a Democratic president and perhaps a Democratic Senate, what would be your first priority? What would you like to see happen?
Well, obviously, the first priority has got to be to put together a very comprehensive and intense plan to crush the coronavirus. I mean, every day now we're losing 1,000 Americans. We're back where we were in February or March. And part of the reason for that, of course, is that the president has never taken this seriously. By his own admission, he's never taken it seriously. He's never asked us to do the things that we know work, because we did them here in Connecticut in February and March and brought our rates down dramatically. So obviously, job one for the new Congress, for the new government, will be to finally crush this virus and then to do what we need to do, whether it's, another COVID package, which it is, delivering money to people who are unemployed, delivering money to small businesses to keep them alive, hopefully doing longer term things like transportation infrastructure, which will not only keep people employed, but really help the economies of regions like the one I represent. So we do have a lot of work to do, but I think there's no doubt that given that we're in a world now where we're losing 1,000 Americans every single day, I mean, even as I say that, it sort of turns my stomach. I mean, that's wartime, right? We have to address that, stop that, crush this virus, and help the many, many millions of Americans who are suffering, not just through the healthcare crisis, but economically.
Congressman Jim Himes, thank you very much for joining us. We hope to have you back on Face the State to talk more extensively about those issues.
Thanks very much.
And now,